The 19th of June 2024. It's a very good day here at the breakfast table in rural Ireland. This is the Mail on Sunday last week, and it's more about RTE. Now, RTE is under the command of the Green Party, Catherine Martin, and she has decided to throw it in as far as her political career seems to be concerned. But what this says is a taste of the good life. This is the station that lives on our money. And before I go any further, I want to say that I have personal sympathy for people who worked for RTE down through the years and gave it their best and find that the place is going burst under them. I mean, at least a nurse, a soldier, a fireman, a guard, or anyone like that gets a pension from the state. But this is a kind of a semi-state type of a body. And these unfortunate staff have no say in the idiots that they put in charge of them. And with the Greens, they have an inferiority complex against the Irish. No Irish need apply. I don't think any Irish Director General would have allowed the financial mess that they're letting it get into. Anyway, this says RT's new commercial director treats 20 clients to a foodie festival freebie as station awaits bailout and prepares to cut jobs. See, so while the ordinary staff and ordinary people and those who watch the RTE television, I don't watch it, but plenty of my friends do, and we do watch the weather on it a bit like that, to be honest about that. But we can get that from Met Air and Direct anyway. But while this is going on, this is what's going on at the top. So RTE returned to entertaining commercial clients with gusto this week when it took a large group of Taste of Dublin Culinary Festival to leafly Merrion Square, the Irish Mail on Sunday can reveal. It didn't bring any ordinary working class people from Fatima Mansions or from Oliver Bond or even from Finglas or Ballyfermot or these other working class areas and let them come down and have a bit of enjoyment. These are the people who have votes and up to now they have voted to cut their own throats and give it to these people. But I would like to see a democratisation of broadcasting in Ireland where the ordinary people get their say, and I'd like to have a right to go on television if I can get 3,000 signatures and give a 10-minute address on energy and the environmental destruction. But anyway, the cash-strapped station's newly appointed commercial director Gavin Deans entertained agency executives and advertisers who and advertisers who enjoyed RTE's hospitality at the festival on Thursday. So they're getting entertained because they buy advertising of the station. Well, I suppose maybe if your lifeline depends on it, maybe you could see it, but it's still abusing their status. If they're going to allow these advertisers full access to the airwaves and say what they like, whether it's true or not, other people should get a say as well. And then, entertaining agency executives. So who's the agency executives? I don't know. RTE confirmed the tickets for the event were part of a contra agreement, but would not disclose how much it spent on the event. See, they won't tell us what they're spending. A spokesman said RTE commercial director, along with some members of the sales team, took 20 clients, agencies and advertisers to Taste of Dublin yesterday. And why did these advertisers pay for it? I mean, I would not live up of somebody who was broke. If I had a neighbour or somebody who was very poor, and let's say there was a wedding in the family or something, I would tell them straight, come on and enjoy it. Don't bother with a present. Don't bother with it. I mean, you'd have ordinary human compassion for people like that, but nothing with these, you see. A Taste of Dublin. This was a preview day and was attended by a number of media organisations who also hosted clients. It was attended by a number of media organisations who also hosted clients, but all sucking on the hind tit of the state's finances. The tickets were part of a contra agreement in return for RTE advertising airtime on RTE. Why don't they pay for their advertising? Pay for it the same as all of us. Huh? A contra agreement. And then we had barter accounts. The hospitality was paid for by RTE's commercial department by credit card and was part of the commercial budget. Defending the decision not to disclose how much the publicity-funded broadcaster spent entertaining clients at the event, the spokesman given that other media organisations attended the event and also hosted clients, agencies and advertisers, it would not be appropriate for RTE to disclose the amount spent on the hosting of clients. But the other media, the other people, were not funded by you and I. That's the difference. They don't seem to get that. RTE confirmed it paid for hospitality, food and beverage for 20 clients, and that it recently gave away a prize for a raffle for 2 to attend the Paris Olympics. Now, folks, here is a busted flush, a busted television station, running a prize, not for you or me, not for the ordinary people, not selecting someone out of the voters list or some ordinary person or some family that maybe helped some neighbour in trouble or something, or maybe have a handicapped child or a sick child or something. Here they're giving it to these bigwigs and they're letting them go to the Paris Olympics at our expense. I mean, these people are just the same as the French government before the French Revolution. What was it Marie Antoinette or what do you call her? Oh, let them eat cake. This is just a replica of that. To promote RTE's Summer of Sport, which includes broadcasts of UEFA Euro 2024 and the Paris Olympics on RTE. The media sales provided a raffle prize to the Media Awards, which took place in April, the station said. Well, why did it? I'm not against them covering the Paris Olympics, the sending over staff and all that. And I'm not against them fielding the UEFA soccer. So I don't watch much of it, but I have plenty of good friends and close friends who wouldn't miss a game. I'm not against that at all. Even have to pay for it a bit. That's life. I wouldn't worry about it. But they're giving this away to these other buckos. What are they to do with it? Surely RTE can organise his people to go and report. Why does there have to be a middleman getting free lunches? The prize includes tickets to the Paris Olympics, flights, hotel accommodation, but not expenses. So you have hotel accommodation, but that's everything. You have your food, you have your place to stay, and you have your flights. So what do you have to buy? And the tickets to get in. The chewing gum? You'd only have to buy the chewing gum. The total value of the prize was approximately 2,000. How many licence fees would that be? 4 to 2, is it 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think that's 560. No, 560 is 300. It's 33 license fees for one prize. That'd be a small village, small town. However, government sources said that they were shocked to hear the gratis client hospitality provided by RTE. Telling you, it'll do the Greens no good. Which has relied on state bailouts after hemorrhaging millions in licence fee money since the scandal involving secret payments to the former Late Late Show Ryan Tubridy broke last summer. As one senior coalition told the Mail on Sunday, as one senior coalition source told the Mail on Sunday, I'm afraid RTE has to understand that it has to put a lot of this kind of thing on hold until we all decide on the funding model. It is unfair. RTE doesn't give two damns. They don't care two damns what the government thinks, because there's no control at all. The control is in the Minister, Catherine Martin, and she's not up to the job. Not even if you put a child out of the preschool, would do as good, if not better. It is unfair, though of course it is a small compared to the previous lavish spending. So it's reduced a bit. That's lovely. But there is now a significant belief within the government that RTE should cease all commercial spending of this nature until the funding model is announced. That's just a month away. So they should cease it for a month. And then once they get it again, then they're going to go mad again. They're never going to stop this, because government is not going to insist on putting an astute Irish CEO with a good brain, and with oversight from maybe some business people and some other people to make them do what they should be doing. Is there any bits of programs on a little bit of fun or anything? Nothing. There's nothing on it. Only the one old bland diatribe, night, noon and morning. If I were them, I wouldn't be attracting any attention. No, but you're not them, this source said. Gavin Deans was appointed RTE commercial director last November when he stepped in to replace Geraldine O'Leary. That's still going on. You're only changing the chairs on the Titanic. Mrs. O'Leary had confirmed her immediate early retirement last July, just hours after incoming Director General Kevin Bankhurst announced the executive board would be soon stood down. This is all just a mess, like, you know. Imagine if I ran my farm that way. A report by the forensic accounting firm Mazars, and they had to get a forensic report, on the notorious barter account published in May, detailed lavish spending by RTE commercial executives at some of the country's top restaurants, including one Pico, Piplos, Glover, Ali and Dax. So that must be... Where do you see them again? To give you the name of them again. Picos, one Pico, I think it is. One Pico, Piplos, Glover, Ali and Dax. No word about... there's no word about the Roma Cafe or the Wong Fu Tu Hu Fong Rong Chinese takeaway. It didn't go there at all. It didn't go there at all. It didn't even go to a pub grub place in Ireland, some of which are very good, may I say. Well, what about the Round O in Navan? I could have brought them down there. None of the restaurant hotels or any of the other luxury service providers name-checked in the report were actually paid cash for their services. Instead, they were given ads and other favours gratis by the broadcaster. So they're giving them airtime. Yet I can't get airtime. The report additionally detailed how the commercial department also bought clients to premium sports events. Oh yeah, all those. When you look at a soccer match or a rugby match or a football match again, remember, you're paying for a big heap of toffee-nosed, useless idiots to attend and huff and buff and wind and dine out of your taxpayer and licence fee. And if you think that anyone that was voted in, I'll not say you voted for, I'm sure my viewers wouldn't vote for them, any of these Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil people that were elected last week in the Euros will do anything about this, they will most certainly will not. They don't give two damns about the people that pays for this or the people that votes for them, but they're able to fool them. As reported first in the Mail on Sunday in 2019, Geraldine O'Leary led a party of 6 on an extravagant business trip to the Rugby World Cup in Japan last year at a cost of 73,000 euros. She brought a crowd of them to the Japan. 73,000 euros. All at our expense. Other high-profile events attended by members of RTE's commercial department included 2019 Champions League final played between Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur in Madrid. Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur, they're two English teams. And they went to Madrid. Sure, it doesn't matter. Good job it wasn't in New Zealand. Miss O'Leary, who travelled on the trip with another staff member and 4 clients, charged it to the barter account. In its report, Mazars found that the enigmatic barter account had been used for expenses that could never have been justified by orthodox accounts. We know all that before, and then there's another racket here about there's a £400,000 payout for somebody. Nobody knows who it is. Somebody says it could be this guy Jim Jennings. He's been sick for a year. I don't know. But one of the things about this all, when you tighten in on them, they go sick. This is the result of our corrupt government. It's not all the Greens. Certainly it was a clever trick by the other parties to put the Greens in charge of it, but they're big into media anyway, and I'm sure Catherine Martin thought all her Christmases came together when she got appointed in charge of RTE. She was going to straighten it out. All they do is tell lies about climate change, tell lies about renewable energy, tell lies about everything, and they will do anything for money. And I'm damn sure when it comes to all the green stuff and all this, they'll take money from the people who have something to gain. That's why they're always pushing this green stuff, because the wind companies, the solar companies, all of them, they all stand to gain from government grants, and to have the national broadcaster behind you and all woolly-dully is terrific, and on the electric cars the same. But I think it's true to say that the people now are long seeing through it, and particularly the electric cars, because they differed from other things. We have no choice where your electricity comes from, but you can go out and buy a petrol or diesel car still, or an electric car, and they're buying the electric car once, but they don't buy them again. You can't give them away. There's nearly all the new electric cars, something like 6% of new electric cars in Britain go on the market within 3 months. All there to be bought up for half nothing. So that's the story, folks. That's the story. This is Gavin Deans. This is the guy here, and you know. So this is it. Now this is the scandal. But I'm sorry to say, before I just leave, it doesn't seem to matter. You know, it doesn't seem to matter. Well, it's supposed the Greens got hammered, all right, in the election. Sinn Féin is big into owning the national broadcaster, and they got hammered. So what will happen, I don't know. Jailing people for not paying the licence fee, which is what I would recommend, probably is not very tenable. They'll probably get the revenue commissioners to do it and take it by force out of your pay, or out of your dole, or out of whatever. How popular that will be, I don't know. All I can do is warn people that's what's coming down the line. In the last election gone by, really, in many ways, the people who stayed at home, I think there was 58% didn't vote at all. Maybe in many ways they were the wisest of the whole lot. Maybe they were the wisest of the whole lot. I don't know. But in any event, that's the story. You couldn't make this up. It's totally out of control. What would these people do if there was no one watching them? They'd bankrupt the whole place. They have huge tastes, and if you think they have any interest in you, the ordinary person, you must be joking. You must be joking. They'd spit on you. They just see you as a source of revenue. Get the hell out there and work and pay your taxes and give me your money, and I live the life of Reilly. Folks, that's my few words there. That's what the paper says. I didn't think up this. This is what the paper says. It's true. Good luck. We'll see you back. And mind you, that Mail on Sunday is not a bad paper. Good luck. Thank you very much. Bye.